know what he's doing. Am I being detained?
Yes, right now you are.
For what? What reasonable articulable suspicion you got that I committed a crime?
You didn't slow down.
You can't. That's not a crime. You can't tell me to slow down when I don't even. I'm driving up there and you told me to slow down.
Hand me your ID,
reasonable
sir.
articulable suspicion of a crime. Tell me what it is.
Hand me your ID, sir.
Let me get a supervisor.
Hand me your ID, sir.
Supervisor.
Hand me your ID,
I'm asking you
sir.
for a supervisor.
Hand me your ID, sir.
I'm asking you for a supervisor.
Hand me your ID, sir.
I'm asking you for a supervisor, sir.
Hand me your ID, sir.
What reasonable articulable suspicion have you got that I committed a crime?
Hand me your ID, sir.
You just said to me, you asked me to slow down and I didn't, and I'm sitting still, sir.
Go ahead. I'm just asking for your ID, sir.
What do you need my ID, sir?
Just give him your
We didn't do
ID.
anything wrong.
He's not, we're not going to jail for
He's done,
anything.
right, but he's done run it. I heard everything come back and they said
That
I'm
was on your
fine.
tag. I didn't.
I'm
check
the
your
owner of the
ID.
car.
I know. I just checking to see who you are.
Right, but you don't have any articulable suspicion of what's the crime I
told
committed.
you to slow down,
How
and
can
you kept on going.
How can you tell me to slow down when I'm sitting still, sir? How can you tell me to slow down?
You were not sitting still when you went blowing by me.
You weren't up there.
I was standing right there.
This gentleman here told us to
And
pull
then
in
he
here.
stepped out in the road to tell you to stop.
No, he told us to pull in here. He grabbed my ID. This cop grabbed my ID out of my car.
I mean, you don't have no problem, brother.
No, I ain't got no problems. Seriously,
I'm calling you right now.
Sir, can you have my wallet back to me and I'll take my ID out? You don't need my wallet. It's got money in it.
Central 1212. That comes back to John M. Stewart out of Walling, Tennessee. He has a valid Class Delta, no gun permit, no restrictions, several priors, negative NCI.
Get your name and badge number, sir.
Badge number's 1212.
And your last name?
Pack.
Pack. You tell me why you reached in my car and grabbed my ID like that?
Because I asked you to hand them to me, and I could have put you in cuffs.
1212, what's your location?
I asked you to slow down. You did not slow down. I had every right to pull you out of this car and detain you when I asked you for your name and you did not give your name. I asked you for your license. You did not give me your license.
Please explain to me,
I
what do
have
you
a
mean
right
you
to-
asked us to slow down? We
When I
slowed
told you
down.
to slow down and you did not slow down, you only slowed down when the man stepped out in front of your car. Sir,
And told us to
do
pull in here,
not.
did he not? And we pulled in here.
Yes, after he stepped in front of your car to keep you from hitting him. So that's the only time you stopped. So I'm not going to tell you that again. I do have a right to detain you.
There's
I
nothing.
do have a right to ask you for your ID.
We were slowing down to come through this intersection.
That
We
is
don't
a
know what's
lawful
going
order.
on.
I
I
do
didn't
have
say
a
it wasn't a
right.
lawful order.
I
said
do have a right to ask you for your ID at any time. So whether you want to or not, you do have to comply with that. Whether you're recording that or not.
that ain't, the recording's just for me. That ain't got anything to do with it. We are
understand that.
slowing down. We come over this hill. We don't know what's going
When you
on.
came down through there and you saw blue lights right there, and then I tell you to slow down, you did not slow down. You kept on going right past me.
Doing 5 miles an hour.
No, you were not doing
This gentleman
5 miles
come
an
out
hour.
and slowed
The
us
speed
down.
limit's 30 miles an hour.
We wasn't doing 30 miles an hour.
Yes. You were doing more than that. You were doing 40. Down through there.
Oh, yeah, until we got stopped. I'm sure we might have been doing 35 or 40, but I wasn't doing no 35 or 40 when we come up to you
I
or
was
that
telling
gentleman
you to
over
slow
there.
down, and you didn't. You went right past me, and then he stepped out in front of you. So, that's the reason why you were being detained. You understand that?
I do understand that.
All right, slow down.
Thank you, sir.
Speed limit's 30 miles an hour all the way down through here.
And we weren't going over 30.
Yes, you were. When you come past me, you were.
Let us go.
Believe me, I can tell.
All right.
I do
And what,
this for a living. All right?
what was your name again, sir?
I told you already. You got it recorded.
Pat? Okay. Are we free to go?
Just a second. As soon as this car goes by.
Hang on, don't back up yet.
Come on.
Surprised they didn't try to get yours because you're a black man out here in this county, you know it?
Look.
Fuck these motherfuckers.